Now that the plans are available for what Universal Studios would like to do on the Universal Studios Great Britain site, I decided it was time to take another trip down there, making sure not to be killed by questionable drivers en route, to see how each part of the site looks currently. Hopefully, in a few years, we might be able to take another look at this video and do a before and after. Plus, it's just exciting to see how everything looks, knowing how it might look in the future, and we can stand on exact spots knowing what they want to do there. So, we start by driving down Broadmead Road, which the public consultation document described as having temporary access to the site during the initial stages of construction, just to the east of the Marston Vale line, so somewhere around here. But Broadmead Road also offers us a look at what may eventually become access for a majority of traffic, and will house the new slip roads that will come from the A421, as well as the new Marston Vale line rail station. So, a new slip road will come from the A421 along here, and it will come down here. Here's where there will be lots of room for hosting construction equipment and materials and things like that. Then the road will come along here. And then just around here will be a transportation hub. And then along here, the train station. Here, more hosting parking will be here. And then along there is the train station. They don't own this land here where these trees are, but beyond that they do. That's where the train track is. And then there'll be, parking here. And then it will cross the actual train line there for the actual bulk of the site where the actual park, hotels, city walk area will be. But here is the land that will kind of be access for them. It's a big parcel of land here. Next, and we take a walk into the site itself via the public footpath that leads from Woburn Road, and we head south with City Walk on the left and the train station ahead on the right. Way off in the distance is the car park, which hopefully gives you a sense to just how huge this site is. For an idea as to how it all sizes up, check out my recent video where I compare the land to other theme parks and how we're in for something special here. This is the site of the train station, currently just behind some bushes, with the line over on the other side of the bushes. City Walk and the hotel will be over on the left, with the theme park also way over on the far left, even stretching beyond those distant trees. Next up, and we'll head north towards the northern parcel of land, and along the new road that will be constructed that runs alongside the railway line. Over to the right will be the main bulk of the theme park, and those distant trees are where Manor Road is. And then on to Manor Road itself, which is rumoured to be widening to accommodate things like shuttle buses. And if you take a look at the new maps in the public consultation document, you'll see that the land they've outlined to be as part of the project now includes that row of houses that stretches along Manor Road. The map seems to insinuate that there won't be a single house left standing until much further down the road. But to the west of the site, where there is currently a level crossing over the Marston Vale line, the plans show a new roundabout. Network Rail does have plans to build a bridge over this section of the line, and in January the road was closed so they could conduct borehole tests, so it will be interesting to see how this all links up. Will the roundabout be slightly above ground to accommodate the bridge? You can see here work being undertaken at the level crossing by Network Rail, but this isn't anything to do with Universal. Then a quick look at the northern parcel of land, and there isn't really much we can say about this at the moment. It's going to be one of the main areas for storing materials and machinery during construction, and it's currently the most easily accessible, hence why it's now surrounded by fences, and the original brickworks building now requires a hammer and chisel if you want to break into it. That's why taking a walk along the southern parcel of land is far more interesting at the moment. We've seen what Universal wants to do with this parcel of land, and when you walk through it, you can almost picture how it might look in 6 years' time. If we head to the very southeasterly corner, we can see a few pieces of equipment which may or may not belong to the farm on Broadmead Road. But the digger on the mound of stones does look suspiciously like the other diggers on the site, but then again this could just be a coincidence. And then looking between both pieces of equipment, you can see right across the land towards where the train station will be. And here is what the shot looks like from the opposite side. Notice the two pieces of equipment right here, and zooming out really gives you a great idea of the scale. Here I'm stood somewhere close to the new rail station, and those diggers right over there are at the very corner of the car park. Finally, let's take a look at the opposite side of the theme park on the eastern border of the southern parcel of land, which is at the other side of the trees we pointed out earlier. This plot of land is also covered in flag markers, and it looks like it's prepared for archaeological trenches, which, knowing how fast they've been progressing this whole thing, has probably already happened by now. On the other side of those trees is Manor Road, and as you can see there is a concrete plant right there, which is ideally placed to assist with the construction of the resort, if I do say so myself, and I know a thing or two about concrete. He lied. So, with Universal due to make a decision about whether or not they want to proceed with the project next month, which is incredibly exciting to think about, this might be one of the last times we visit the site not knowing about its future. Of course, even if Universal does give the project the go-ahead, there is still likely to be a year or more of planning and approvals to go through before construction can even begin. So the site is likely to look like this for at least another year to 18 months, but may change rather dramatically at the tail end of 2025. And then who knows, maybe by the year 2030 things will look a lot less like this and look a lot more like this. Thank you very much for watching. The public consultation period for Universal Studios Great Britain is just a couple of days away from ending. So if you haven't yet left your feedback, head over to the Universal website, linked below, and leave them your feedback before the opportunity vanishes. Please do like the video and comment below, and of course absolutely obliterate that subscribe button, as it will go a long way towards helping me grow this channel so I can follow the hopeful construction period of this incredibly exciting project. But until then, I'll see you next time.